feel like all the One Life Club members, I feel like I know them now because we're all constantly communicating as well. And it's great to have you in my office, and it's great to have you as a team member of One Life Club as well. You got an interesting journey. Interesting journey with existing business, because I feel like a lot of businesses have been affected, good and bad, over the last 5 years, specifically going through COVID. A lot of businesses capitalized on it, but then they had challenge of keeping up what was before, which is COVID, and gone completely now. And we all had to get used to doing business in at times that were not normal to all of us, including your business. Welcome. Who do I have sitting in front of me?
My name is Niall Wogan. I was born in Ireland. I grew up there. I've also lived in South Africa. I've lived in California, and Australia is the fourth continent I've lived on, and I'm now an Aussie citizen, which I'm delighted to be. I'm the founder and CEO of Verve Fitness. We're a fitness equipment brand. We're based on Gold Coast. We supply throughout Australia, home gyms, commercial gyms. We're an international company as well. We've fit out 3 or 4 gyms in Singapore. We've done Dubai, fit out gyms in Ireland. We've supplied into the UK, mainland Europe. And on the consumer end, we've over 2,500 5-star reviews for our home gym supply. So 97% of customers rate us great or excellent.
Which is interesting. I always say there's 2 types of marketing, obviously. Marketing where people spend money marketing it. So it could be social media, could be any kind of digital outlets out there that we are utilizing to market anything. But you still cannot beat old school people referring you. People being happy with your service and referring you to somebody else. And obviously having those Google reviews, which means those people are happy with your service, and they also end up working for you, because whoever goes into their home, they might ask, hey, where did you get all this stuff? If they're happy, they will tell people. Now, I want to start this conversation by this. You lived in 4 different continents.
Yeah.
I always say there's something special about learning about other cultures, about other people, the way they live. If you had to live your life again, would you do that again?
Oh, there's part of me would come straight to Australia.
Yeah. So save myself going everywhere else.
But no, I've loved the experience of living in so many different places, down in South Africa, over in Los Angeles.
Yes.
And, humans are all the same to a certain extent.
Yes.
You get people want to be loved, people want to work hard and do well for themselves and grow and progress. And you see that wherever you live.
Yes. But also I think, it's a good thing traveling specifically. I don't know what's better. Like in my 20s, I didn't travel at all. My traveling was just hard work. No holidays, no seeing countries. And while all my friends were holidaying or partying, I wasn't. I was working. And so it's hard to tell what's better. Is it better just to travel the world when you're in your 20s? Or is it actually better not and just focus on work? What do you think?
I think it's great to travel when you're younger.
Yes.
It broadens your mind while you're younger and helps you see more opportunities.
I agree.
You can travel more when you're older as well.
Yes.
But I think it's great when you're younger.
Well, there you go. How long have you been living in Australia?
Nearly 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Second you came to Australia, Verve. How did that come about?
I've been going to gyms, and I talk to the gym owners. I love business. Business is like a hobby to me. I just love it. And I talk to gym owners, and I say, tell me about your challenges. And they say, oh yeah, it's hard to find good fitness equipment companies. You got the lower end, where you've got like junky gear, it's lower priced, bad service.
Yes.
Then you get the higher end, where you've got this elite equipment, very high prices, and the service isn't always great. They can be quite arrogant, and they don't always take good care of you. And it's kind of hard to find, a good fitness equipment brand. It's really nicely designed, good quality, well specified, and delivered with great customer care at a fair price. And I was like, wow, I can do that. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And I was like, oh, I got to think of a great name.
Yes.
And
love the name.
It means energy, vitality, vibrancy.
Yes.
And that's what we stand for.
And started on the Gold Coast?
Originally started in Ireland.
Started in Ireland?
Originally started business in Ireland,
Right.
yeah.
So you started that business before you actually got to Australia?
Correct, yeah. Yeah, so we did some gym fit outs over there,
Yes.
had an online business over there,
Yes.
supplied into England, into mainland Europe a little bit as well.
Yes.
And then when we moved to Australia, it was like a big fresh restart.
Yes.
And that's when we got going properly. We had a small place in Nerang on the Gold Coast.
Yes.
And business grew really nicely.
What made you make that big decision to leave Ireland and come to Australia?
Climate.
Well, it can't get much better than living on the Gold Coast.
My wife and I, we decided we want to wear shorts in winter. Life is short, one life.
You know what? and that's the thing. I think which is seeing more and more now. I feel like that people at this age are living more freely, make quick decisions, to make life-changing decisions. I mean, leaving Ireland to move to another, not just country, a freaking continent. It's a big decision. Do you think you made a mistake?
Absolutely not.
Love it here?
Love it, yeah.
Starting business in Ireland, continuing that on the Gold Coast, what would you say were biggest challenges starting business in Australia?
Well, it was a new country. I didn't know anybody.
And in Ireland, if you need a favor from a mate, you got somebody to call.
Yeah. But
here, all on your own.
The great thing about business, it's do or die.
No other choice.
You got to figure it out. So
well, there's no other option.
There's no other option. So there's no part of your brain is left
Yes.
to think about failure. All I
Yes.
can think about is success and finding a way. So
Yes.
you know yourself, in business, there's obstacle after obstacle after obstacle.
Yes.
But when you've got no room to even think about failure, all
Yes.
you can see is success.
Well, there's no other really options, I always say. Now, looking back, the industry that you walk into now, 5 years in, if you were starting again today, would you be in the same business?
Absolutely. I sometimes pinch myself when I look at where we've gotten to
Yes.
within the last few years. So, for example, we're now the official supplier to New South Wales Warriors.
Yes.
We fit out their performance gym to Western United down in Melbourne, to
Yes.
Brisbane Roar.
Yes.
We're an official supplier to Anytime Fitness,
Yes.
Plus Fitness, World
Yes.
Gym, Fernwood Fitness. We've got an amazing range of gear.
Now, I'm going to stop you there. I think your energy is insane. I think whatever business that you are in, that you might go in the future, or if you started something else 5 years ago, I think your answer would be the same. Because I think you make your business exciting than business itself. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Because I think, I keep saying this, to any business owner, your energy just needs to be on another level, because energy is so contagious. If you're walking into the room, if you're a positive person yourself, you're already 50% in without even freaking talking, really. And I think, the business that you are in now, 5 years in, I don't think you can really do anything else, because you're so freaking crazy energy.
But again, you put me into any business and I'd figure out a way to love it.
Yes.
But like you said, energy. Verve means energy.
Yes.
It's what we're about. Our mission is to inspire people to be greater than.
Yes.
So, why do you lift weights? Because
Yes.
you want to be stronger. You want to be greater than you were yesterday. Why do you want to be
Yes.
fitter? You want to be greater than you were yesterday.
Yes.
So that's what we're about. It's not
Yes.
just about lifting a weight. It's about you being greater than you were. Not being greater than someone else, just greater than you were.
If you start competing yourself against others, I think you're giving away big energy to them instead of focusing on yourself and what you are doing. Now, last 5 years, we just had a discussion before this interview started, how in general, I feel like a lot of maybe bad businesses or not organized businesses are going out of business fast now. Because there was a period of time in COVID or during the COVID where a lot of business, anything could really sell. I mean, there was a lot of free money from the government and so on. So whatever you start selling, I felt like people were willing to spend money. But right now, people are more cautious. One, government doesn't just throw money out. So I feel like any, I won't call them competition, any person that just walked into the business in middle of the COVID just to make quick money and get out, I feel like they're getting flushed out. What made businesses like yours survive and thrive?
We just focus on getting the basics right.
Yes.
So just making sure the quality is good,
Yes.
making sure we deliver it when we say we do.
Yes.
Our core values are care, discipline, enjoyment, humility. And, when it comes to discipline, what we say is we do what we say we'll do. And that starts with me to everyone in the company. So if we say we're going to deliver at a certain time, we got to deliver. So we look after do the basics really well. We redesigned a really cool range of equipment. We hired a designer that was over with Nike in Portland, Oregon for 6 years. He came in and helped redesign all our range because, you want to get fitter, but you want your equipment to look great as well. If you've got equipment that you love, you're more likely to use it. You're more likely to think, I can't wait to go and work out later. I love my gear. I love the feel of it. I love the look of it.
Yeah, Giselle, my life partner, she's all, when it comes to buying any gym equipment as well also. But not just what works, also, what, love, this looks actually good.
And look, getting back to what you were saying about, would I be happy with where I am today? Absolutely. So at the moment, we're looking at internationalizing the business. So that's the big focus right now.
Yes.
We've done quite a bit of international. We got up to 8 figures pretty quickly.
Yes.
And kept it there, even with COVID over.
Yes.
And now it's like, okay, 9 figures. What do we need to do? How do we more internationalize the business? How do we make it a truly global brand? I don't have all the answers today, but the exciting thing is I'm going to figure it out. But
maybe there's a beautiful thing about life.
But not me figure it out. I'm going to come into contact with some great people who are going to help us along that journey.
Yes.
Because I don't know. I need help figuring these things out. And
course.
I'm looking forward to. I love the quote, actually the opening line to Principles book by Ray Dalio. It's one of my favorites. I'm a dumb shit that doesn't know much relative to what I need to know. And I think about that a lot. So, I don't know how to get to where we want to get to.
But don't you think that's the beautiful thing about life, that we don't know everything? I mean, if we knew everything, how to do everything, I think life would be, I won't say boring, but it's definitely more rewarding when we try to do something and start from the beginning and then have that achievement in the end, and you're learning as you go and you're making progress as well. Maybe the reward at the end of the day is also greater as well.
And I love not knowing how it's all going to work. I love knowing that it's going to work. We're going to enjoy figuring it out.
Yeah, of course. What would you say is the most challenging part of your business?
When, the thing about business is there's ups and downs. And the market does this, deals you expect to come in, don't come in, deals do come in. There's ups and downs. And in business, the challenge is maintaining your state really high.
Yes.
Regardless of what the market's going up and down, business doing up and down. There's problems, there's good and bad things happening all the time. Something great can happen in the morning and you feel elated. And then in the afternoon, and it's like, okay, no, I'm not going to let external things dictate my state, because then my state will be like this. You could do drugs and feel like that. I'm not interested in that. I want to feel great all the time.
Yes.
So that's a challenge in business. When things aren't going the way you think you want them to go, keeping your state really high. Because when your state is really high, that's when you can find the answers. If your state drops low, everything's a problem. Everything, like this, the simplest problems seem insurmountable and you can't find a solution to anything. But when your state's high, I can figure that out.
I had a conversation with Giselle today as well. I think a lot of people, when they hit the problem, they're so much focused on being negative and affected by the problems instead of finding solutions and actually, moving ahead with it. Were you always in this business mind all your life, or did that come to you later stage of your life?
I was always quite intensely passionate. I can remember, even age 15, one of my geography teacher wrote on my report, Niall's very intense. Yeah. And I was always very much into growth and development. I remember around age 20, 21, I was over for a summer with some mates doing a summer of work in San Francisco.
Yes.
And I was over at the park by Haight-Ashbury. And I just went there one day on my own. I was reading The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Yes, yes.
And I was just about to graduate from business school. And I wanted to set up my life for success. And I wanted to
Yes.
be doing all the right things. So I always thought like this, yeah.
And did you ever think at your young stage of your life that you're going to end up living in Australia?
No, never crossed my mind when I was younger.
Yes. Which is interesting, how life turns up when you're, young age or young men, back in Ireland, and, then later stage of your life, you're on the other side of the world, living on the freaking Gold Coast.
That's the exciting part. You don't know what's going to happen next.
You don't know what's going to happen next. Going back to your school, do you think there should be there's something that schools should be teaching students that are not teaching them?
Absolutely.
My thing that I always say, before you even say anything, I always say there should be a subject called common sense, because I feel like half of the people are lacking some.
But they should teach you how to think.
Yeah.
They should teach you how to solve a problem.
Yes.
They should teach, when there's a problem, there's one way of looking at it, but they should teach you different ways of looking at a problem.
Yes, yes.
They should teach you goal setting. They should teach you how to get what you want. They should teach you how to keep, the importance of keeping your mind focused on what you want.
Which is really basics of freaking living life.
They should teach you financial planning. They should
Yes.
teach you to save and put aside some money and invest it.
Yes, yes.
They should teach you, how to manage your emotions.
Yes.
How to manage social situations. There's so many things they should teach you. It's such a lost opportunity.
Which I think, I feel like, are we as a humans learning anything about life? Do you know what I mean? Because, there's so many generations that are talking, that are experiencing, even teachers themselves probably are thinking, we should be teaching something, but everybody just stick to that routine, what they've been teaching for the last 100 years. Maybe there's a beautiful thing about business as well. Most of the competition and people in general are so behind what's really reality of life and business today. And that makes a room for any new business like us to actually thrive.
That's the great thing about business. You get real life feedback.
Yes.
You can't BS yourself about how great you are,
Yes.
because the market will tell you if you're not.
Yes. What is your life goal out of your business?
I love bringing out products that people love using. I love to see people excited and passionate using our products. I love to see
Yes.
people talking about getting fitter, how that affects their lives. It could be, someone at home that they're training with their
Yes,
kids,
yes.
and their kids have more energy and they're getting in shape and they're feeling better. And pretty much when people are being greater than, and if we're
Yes.
helping to inspire that does it for me.
Do you think technology, starting from social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, and so much info out there, do you think that has moved this new generation to actually be more fit or exercise more? Because I remember, I'm 44. When I was, let's say, 18 years old, only kind of things you can really see anyway is either TV or newspaper, and that's about it. But now, there's so many personal trainers, there's so many gyms promoting stuff on social media and so on. Do you think us as humans are more fit now than we were 30 years ago?
I think so. Look, I'm a similar age to you. I can remember, back in the 80s, fitness meant, you look on TV and see Jane Fonda.
Exactly.
and
But there was not much to see.
or else it was that, or bodybuilding and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
And you can have huge admiration for what he does. But if you don't want to look exactly like that, you think that's what fitness
Yes,
means.
yes.
So I think today, you can look at CrossFit athletes who are
And
toned and in
I
great
feel
shape.
like there's so much out there that is constantly put in front of us that is giving us maybe ideas of at least getting off our asses and actually start being more fit.
Oh, this is the best time in history to be alive.
You know what? I love that, because a lot of people are living so in the past, and they would say, 20 years ago times were better. And they're living in that past, in that mentality, instead of saying, today life has never been better because I'm living in this present time.
Absolutely.
I look forward to I look forward to watching Verve grow. I look forward to actually having it in my own home. We just discussed this before.
I'm going to get you started. I got you some goodies here. I brought you a Verve T-shirt.
You know what? I literally, there you go, guys. Yeah. And the website is
vervefitness.com.au.
There you go.
I got you some Verve socks.
That is so freaking cool.
A Verve hat.
That is awesome.
Now, an interesting one here is a jump rope.
Right.
So, you know, like instead of using a rebounder in the morning,
yes,
you can just take out a jump rope. If you're traveling, you don't rebound, take out, and that'll get your lymph nodes going. It'll
you
wake
know
you
what?
up.
You won't believe this. And I got Giselle in the next door room. When we finish this, we're going to pass her office. We were talking about buying this last week. And, you know, because when she was much younger, she was, you know, she was apparently really good at this. And she reckons she's still good at this today, which we're going to check. And we're literally talking about it. But thank you so much.
Wake you up in the morning. Oh, I got you a double insulated water bottle. Now, I talked about our vision is to inspire people to be greater than.
I love it.
The Verve logo, when you turn the V sideways, it's a greater than symbol.
Yes.
So we put that onto our weight plates. It's into the mold to be greater. Yes. So you're going for a heavy lift, and you're feeling tired, you're at your limit, and you see be greater, and you think, I got to be greater. I got to push that bit harder. So here, got you a beautiful...
Thank you so much.
Insulated water bottle.
Thank you so much.
Also brought you, bringing out all the goodies for you today.
Feel bad.
A smaller Triton water bottle.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And then to help carry all this, we
got a bag as well.
It's a gym sack. This is made from recycled plastic, so we're looking at sustainability and what we can do in that direction. So again, a focus on being greater, made from recycled plastic. Got you a resistance band for your stretching, your mobility, and also got you a copy of Be Greater Than magazine.
You're a champion. Thank you so much.
And a recycled a gym bag made from recycled plastic. This bag is fantastic.
I'm supposed to be giving you a gift.
No, look, it's...
Kizzy, the lady behind the camera, can we interview him once a week now?
This is the best gym bag you can get. It's got a compartment for your shoes.
I'll tell you where we should do also another interview. When my gym is set up, which you're going to set up for me, in my home, which I will definitely be happy using your company to supply everything for my personal gym. We should do another interview in my gym, so with all the stuff behind us as well, and that should be end of July as well. But it's been pleasure. I'm very grateful that you're giving me all this, and I will make sure that I wear this as well. And we got One Life Club camp for a couple of days coming on the Gold Coast, and I will have all this with me.
Looking forward to it.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.